When it comes to self-development, self-worth is often seen as something that we are born with. It is an inherent part of who we are. And what is also said is that self-worth is something that needs to be developed. And so if someone was to look into this, they could end up feeling a bit confused, quite rightly. How could they need to develop it if it was already there? And the analogy that is often used when it comes to this is if someone was to have some gold or diamonds or something expensive in their garden underground. So this value is there, but in order for them to find it, to locate it, to get hold of it, they will need to dig through lots of layers of dirt and muck to connect to it. And when it comes down to our own self-worth, this is pretty much what needs to happen. So the worth is inherent, it is who we are. It is there. But because of the messages and the meaning that we have created out of what's happened to us, it can cause us then to disconnect from our inherent value. And of course, when someone is out of touch with his value, this inherent value, they can believe that their value is defined by what they do, what they achieve, what they look like, how many hoops they jump through in society. And because it will be based on what they do, not who they are, they will continually need to do and achieve more things, because if they stop and just let go and just actually be a human being, they can feel worthless. And when someone is in touch with their inherent worth, not only will it allow them to relax and to just be, but they also won't need to constantly be doing things in order to feel as though they have value and to feel as though people won't leave them or walk away. Because this value will be there. It will be who they are. Not based on something they do or what they achieve. It will be inherent. And when it comes down to the chakra system, self-worth and the self-image is located in the third chakra. And this is just above the stomach. And the colour is yellow. So this is an area of someone's body where they can feel a sense of worth and power and strength in this area. But with that aside, in order for someone to really get in touch with their inherent worth and to no longer feel the need to do things all the time, to jump through all these hoops, to gain approval and acceptance, to just be, and to be able to feel comfortable in their own skin, they may have many layers, many wounds to work through before they can actually connect to what they were born with. So they were born with it. And if their parents, because it's usually something that is put in place or something that is recognized during their early years, if their parents gave them the right responses and treated them in the right way, if they had these responses, it would have been locked in and would have been there. And then as they got older, it would have been in place. But through perhaps not getting these responses and the meaning they created through these responses and what they saw during this time, it caused them to disconnect from the very thing that they were born with. So in this way, through working through their wounds, they will be getting back in touch with the very thing that they lost touch with when they were very young, perhaps. And of course, what happened when they were at school and during their years after they were children would have also had a big effect. So if you find that you are out of touch with your inherent worth, something that can't be taken away but can be covered up, then you may need to reach out for external support. Could be from a therapist or a healer or a coach. But this is within you. and you may not be in touch with it now, but it is there and it can't be covered up or taken away. So that's something that you can remember whenever you feel as though you have no value or anything else that comes to mind. So if you're struggling with this challenge, please reach out and do something about it so you can embrace your inherent worth.